Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome to episode number 128 of the Unknown Games Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian, and I'm joined as always by the Game Duck himself, the one, the only, 5 times. Well, you're not 5 times resurrected, only like twice, I guess. 2 times dying, 3 times up. The Game Duck, Alex.
Si Optimum Pride!
Very optimal. Optimum Pride. Prime? What's it?
Si Optimum Pride!
You know I can't understand those sound bites, right? You know I'm the one who thought that Super Lit was something completely different.
Superito!
Yeah, exactly. See, if anyone else hears exactly what I thought I heard, then you might have bad ears like me. You might have some bad listening. But my co-host is currently chomping on some. I actually didn't see what he was eating. It might have been granola bars. I don't know.
As a protein bar.
Okay, well that's healthy, man. How you doing?
Good.
It's
Came back
been
from
a
the
week.
gym.
Oh,
So I'm
the gym.
Oh.
Well, I guess once closer to the end of the year, we're gonna have to do like a podcast where you literally give us a breakdown of your gym report. You know, the gains, the
You mean
losses,
like what it's
the
like
hardships,
to work out?
exactly all of it, like a biography, just like this year, the life of Alex at the gym.
Well, I'm not like being a bodybuilder. I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to be healthier. That's all.
Aren't we all? I mean, honestly, that's I can't say I'm really I was gonna say I'm proud of you, but that sounds really strange because it's like,
You're my dad.
yeah, it's like I'm proud of you, son. Good job. But I mean, honestly, it's a good thing, and I know I've been thinking about going to the gym, and I looked into it, so hopefully I can get my butt just over. It's only 7 minutes away, honestly.
Yeah, that's like the perfect
It's
distance because you kind of have like no excuse. Because like even if you that's short enough for you to like if you have an hour lunch break, you can like knock out a super quick like 20-minute workout on your lunch break.
That's super dedicated. That's when you've got a little bit of that itch to just get that bell in. That
Well,
dumbbell
that
or
too, but also if
something,
you have no time after work, like let's say you stream or something after work, right? So
Oh, that's true. That's true. We do stream.
speaking of streaming, you can follow me at twitch.tv/root24. That's on screen if you're viewing this on YouTube. But if you're not, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast or whatever podcast service you use, that's twitch.tv/ROUT24. Come hang out it's every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. JST, and we'll play some video games.
And we're going to be talking about the one video game you're playing right now. For that's pretty much going to be the show, honestly. We're going to be talking about Vampire Survivors. And before we get into that, I got to say thanks to everyone who is joining us. If you're on YouTube right now, YouTube Live, every Monday we do film or record this podcast live at 9 p.m. JST. And we're also doing this simultaneously on Twitter, so you can follow us on Twitter at UGP_cast on Twitter, where you can see this and also check to see when new episodes go up.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're just this on Twitter, by the way.
Yeah,
if you're watching this on Twitter, for some reason,
it's a very strange thing, but you could be there.
Yeah, definitely. Feel free to like the tweet, I guess. Then come over to YouTube and also give us a sub if you haven't already. Also come follow us on Twitch and give us a follow so you know when we're live next. When are you next live?
Adrian? You can follow me at Ninjatrix, NinjaTrix. I'm live on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday around 8:30 p.m. JST. So that's like 6 a.m. or something, 6:30 for if you're on the East Coast in the U.S. Do the math, but I'll carry you through your morning. Currently playing Elden Ring and just finish up Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
Sweet.
Cried a little bit.
Really?
Game got me, man. Game got me. I didn't think it. I honestly, everyone said, "Oh man, I cried. I had some tissues." I'm like, usually when people say stuff like that, I don't do it. I feel like I'm obligated to cry, but I don't feel like it's necessary. This is the same thing that happened to me in Your Lie in April, the anime. I watched it and everyone's like, "Man, you're gonna cry," and I was like, "I didn't cry," and I felt like something was wrong with me. Have you seen?
Something is wrong with you. No, I haven't seen it actually. My dad cried. Yeah, my dad cried. I haven't seen it, so I mean, I can't.
It's a good anime. It's a great anime for anyone who's looking for something, and it's perfect for springtime, so it ties in. There you go. But we're going to be talking about Vampire Survivors today because I've been watching. I've been watching this game more than I've been playing it. You've been actually playing it, but I've watched like probably 2 hours of people just basically
Vampire Surviving, yeah.
walking across the screen, and I don't even know what's happening. I know things are blowing up.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so this game came out last year, 2021, I believe.
It has a really weird history. I haven't followed it from the very beginning. I do believe, and I could be wrong, it started out as some kind of like cheap mobile game
flash
or
game?
like a game on like itch.io or something like that. And something about the original build was like not running well, and then I think afterwards they put it on Steam where it blew up basically.
Yeah. I mean, this is an early access game, but it's only $3. So the
Yes.
barrier to entry is, well, there's no barrier. Let's face it. This is
If you don't have $3, first off, I don't even know what to say. Like, definitely try to.
this is like bubblegum money.
Yeah, if you don't have $3 to spend for at least 30 minutes of entertainment, I don't know what to say, man. Like, I just, yeah.
There's nothing, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, you might be, I don't know. You gotta actually, I really don't know. It's really hard not to have $3.
You're
at
probably
least
not.
in
You're
a
probably
month.
not listening to this podcast.
You
if-
probably
yeah.
are, because you would feel very offended by us talking about you and
That's true.
not
You would have
having
left. You
$3. You're like,
quit. You would have quit listening by now.
but I mean,
Yeah.
like, the game itself is it's very simple. Well, like you said, it's not like it was designed for anything to run like very meticulously crazy graphics or anything. Though there are a lot of bits on the screen. There's a lot of things, but what do you do in this game? I mean, you know more than I do. Give me the lowdown.
Yeah. It was described to me as like, when I didn't know about it, it was described to me as like a bullet hell roguelike kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of dodging bullets, you are the bullets, I guess.
You're kind of like you're projecting all of the bullets.
Have you ever played Geometry Wars on the Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, except you get like a bit of a random loadout, and every time you start a run, you start at basically like one weapon, and you kind of build up your weapons from there.
Okay.
And you basically just try to survive until the 30-minute mark, where you will die. Basically, that's it. So every run is 30 minutes if you make it to the end, and it's kind of like a roguelike, where you kind of just you start from zero essentially.
I was watching someone stream this, and I mean, I've been watching you stream it too. But so when you hit that 30-minute mark, it is automatically game over, right? The Reaper comes out, and can you
Sorry,
beat the
my
Reaper?
voice cracked as if I was 13.
It's okay.
It's not technically automatically game over. The Reaper on paper is
Defeatable.
killable. Okay, so just to back up a little bit, a run will last until essentially to 30 minutes. If you can survive the 30 minutes, the run will be considered complete. You would have considered clearing that map essentially.
Okay.
But what happens at 30 minutes is all the enemies on screen will instantly disappear.
Okay.
And one enemy, the Reaper, will come. And the Reaper does an incredible amount of damage and has a very large health pool, and also has negative knockback. What that means is when you hit the Reaper with any of your weapons, instead of slightly delaying the Reaper's movement or knocking it backwards, it will actually pull the Reaper towards you.
Oh, wow. So all the power you've been building up the entire time. I didn't actually notice that. I noticed that it just kept coming towards
It looks like the
person,
Reaper's
but...
really fast, but it's actually negative knockback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, because like you can see on the screen if you're watching this, or just go pull up a video, our video, or any
Just
video.
type in Vampire Survivors and on
Yeah.
YouTube, basically. Yeah.
I mean, basically, like you said, you are essentially projecting all those bullets and everything.
And it's like the
And
shittiest
it's-
thing for Twitter compression. Like your face cam
so bad.
looks like 240p because the video compression just takes a dump and it can't
It totally does. And what this game reminds me of, and why it's so addicting, honestly, this is the thing. It's like you can kind of zone out. You can
Yeah.
really zone out at some
Yeah.
point. Sometimes you don't even need to move because your damage going out is so high that it's
If you can
just,
get to that point, yeah.
yeah, yeah. If you can get to that point, and it's just like, okay, just kind of chill, maybe get your XP or whatever. But what I find more interesting is just the sound effects. It reminds me of like
Oh,
if you
so-
go to
yeah.
a casino, if you go to like a slot machine, like it
Yeah,
just sounds like
I
slots.
made that I comment when I was streaming this on Thursday, I believe. Yeah, on Thursday. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm in a pachinko parlor right now.
I mean, it really. I wish I could. I wish I could like play the sounds here. I mean, I probably can. I just don't want it to be too loud. Let me just blow it up just a little bit.
How many hours do you, if you know off the top of your head? Or you can check Steam, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's that blink, 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 blink. Boop, 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 boop. It just feels like you're making money. You're making money. It's addicting.
Yeah, for
by
anyone else
sound alone.
confused, by the way, he was playing one of my VODs, so I was talking because it was
Yeah.
one of my VODs. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But that's what the game sounds like, and the soundtrack is actually good.
it is pretty decent. Yeah.
Like how many songs? 1 or 2 songs or something? Or-
Well, there's a song per level, and then there's a hyper version of that song, so it's like a little faster. And then there's special songs for like 2 of the characters, and then if you get a weapon if one character equips a certain weapon, it changes the background music. So there's like 7 songs. I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
more than Dragon Quest potentially. That's
Oh
a
my
good,
god, Dragon Quest 11. Yeah, don't even get me. Don't even get me started. Oh my god.
They,
Anyways,
they on
yeah.
a roll. They are on a roll when it's 7 songs. That's
Yeah.
And because some of them were, I was listening to some, and I was like, man, these are some bangers. These are actually good. So
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
got at least 7 levels, and then I think the way that the map works is that you are essentially making your way towards I'm chest bosses, like mini bosses and coffins or something.
Yeah, so in order to even see the arrows, you have to pick up a map from one of the other stages. But I mean, I've already played through a lot of Vampire Survivors, so I have pretty much all the characters. I think I have all the characters, but if you're playing for the first time, like I think you just like bought the game tonight, didn't you?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I just bought it tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, so on the starter levels, like the main 4 levels, there's gonna be a coffin that you need to find on each level, and once you get to that coffin, well, it'll spawn like a bunch of strong enemies. But if you can beat all those enemies, it'll open the coffin, and you can then purchase a new character with your coins when
okay.
you
Nice.
finish that run. So that's one way to get some extra characters. Other characters unlock from other conditions, and once you get the map from one of the other levels, it also show you on screen, if you can turn it off if you want to. It'll show you on screen the location of certain power-ups that are just on the ground. You don't need to level up to get these power-ups. They're just there. So you're like, oh, I don't want to level up, or I can't level up. I'm just gonna pick
Grab
that
up.
up. Yeah.
Just pick one of those up. Okay, so there is that kind of risk reward. I mean, with these games, there always is, especially when you're choosing your build. And that's probably the weakest part for me is like trying to make a build. But it seems like because you have AOE, you've got DPS that's also going on at the same time in different forms. Spread shots, direct shots, auto targeting. That's just all this stuff is happening automatically, by the way. But it seems like you can't go. Can you go wrong? That's my question. Can you go wrong? There's certain builds you definitely can go for, but can you go
there
wrong?
are some builds that don't work that haven't worked for me. Certain levels plus certain builds plus certain characters, the combination just wasn't quite right.
Okay.
Where I started out, with a character that was primarily AOE, and in the early couple levels, like the first 30 levels, first 40 levels, your rate of fire, or I guess if it's like it's an AOE attack, the rate that you're chucking these AOEs out, these denial zones, isn't as frequent, and it's not as damaging, and it's not as big. And if you don't have a strong enough denial area attack, or you don't have a strong enough like just directional DPS, you can easily get overrun, and that's how your run will end sometimes.
Okay. Well, that's I've seen that happen. I mean, like early when I started first seeing people stream the game, I was like, oh, okay. So it just looks insane, but it looks fun, and I think that's what the game kind of captures, and that's why it's, I guess, really addicting. Like the sounds.
It's super addicting. Yeah, I mean, I was on Reddit. Well, I'm on Reddit like every day of my life, but someone posted a new topic that was like, what's a really casual game that I can play after work and turn my brain off. And like the top voted comment was just like Vampire Survivors. And then below that was just like, I came here to say the same thing, and everyone was just like Vampire Survivors.
Just say it. Because I mean, like
Yeah.
I mean, your stream. Honestly, I'm gonna say, you do play. While you do play JRPGs, I would say you almost play more chill games than JRPGs because
Yeah,
of the
I mean,
length of
recently
time
last
it does
couple months.
take. Yeah, right.
Because because when I finish work, I'm just like, oh, I gotta stream. I'm streaming today. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to like commit. I don't want to use a lot of brain power. What's the game that doesn't need brain power? Oh yeah, Power Wash Simulator, Vampire Survivors. I'm like, okay.
I mean,
That's all I'm
hey,
playing tonight, yeah.
it's all. I mean, it's always a chill stream. So, like, honestly, if you're looking for something like that, definitely check out his Root stream. It's a fun time, and a lot of people there are just chill with you as well. So,
Yeah, I will play JRPGs every now and then. I don't like commit to them so much
it's
anymore.
like
Like
once
I
a
committed
week.
to.
I'll say at least once a week.
Yeah. I mean, I played Chrono Cross last week, and I might play. God forbid, I might play Persona this week, just because I bought it again, and I might as well play it. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're. I mean, I wanted this to be kind of a short little talk about it because it's a good game, and I think everyone is. It's not like no one's heard of this game, but for a few people who haven't heard of it or might just be kind of curious what it is, hopefully we gave you a decent idea of Vampire Survivor. And I mean, do you have anything you want to add to it? Just like anything you want to say about the game?
It's like super cheap. It's just like $3. So like, I remember I was like, oh, what did I stream this week? I have no idea. I don't know what to play. And then like I was like, oh, this game is literally $3. Like, sure. And then and then I bought it, and then I was like, oh, actually, this game is really fun. So, yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, at the time, a lot of HoloLive streamers were playing the game. So HoloLive, the group of VTubers, was playing a lot of Vampire Survivors. So I would go on YouTube, and some of the streamers I would follow would be like, "Oh, Vampire Survivors, okay." And then some other streamers like also playing Vampire Survivors, and I'm like, "Okay, everyone's playing fucking Vampire Survivors right now. Like, why is this game so fun? Why is the game so popular?" So I went to go play it, and I was like, I can see the appeal now. It's really easy to get into. It's easy to understand. You don't need to be a very like super dexterous gamer, to really do well. As long as you do a pretty solid build in the first 30-40 levels, you can kind of coast honestly for the rest of the run. And yeah, like like a lot of people have said, if you're looking for a game to just like relax to, you can pick this up. It's pretty fun. It's a really easy way to kill 30 minutes, honestly.
Yeah, best $3 deal in gaming history. That's what I'm calling it.
Have you? Well, I don't know in history, but have you bought this game? Oh, you bought it, but
Yeah,
have you
yeah,
played
I
it
did
yet?
buy
Have
it,
you played
but I
yet?
haven't played it yet. I haven't played it yet, so I'm gonna probably boot it up after the podcast and just try it out and see. I mean, like you said, the best part about it is it's $3, and whether I like, because some games you can honestly enjoy like watching but not playing, right?
Yeah, sure.
So for whatever case, if for the case that maybe I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe I played it like 10 times. Or less or something like that. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it's fun, but it's not something I want to keep going back to or anything like that. It still doesn't feel like I like sunk, Babylon's Fall money into it.
Yeah, no. Oh, we can touch on Battle Solve if you want to, but I mean, like, look at it this
Yeah,
way: if you come to Japan, if you live in Japan, and you go to I was gonna say a game center, an arcade, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say you see a really cool prize figure, right?
Right.
And you're like, I want to try to win that. How much? You're probably gonna drop $3-5 in the blink of an eye, and you're not even gonna get that prize figure. At least
Yeah.
you get a video game out of this.
Like, yeah,
right?
like straight up on like any type of UFO catcher or like those
Yeah.
little crane game things.
Yeah.
Like you can win a PlayStation 5 or something's like, bro.
Oh, those ones? No, I mean talking about like an actual like.
Oh,
you
I
can
know.
win a prize figure.
all
out
of
it.
them, dude. All of them are just like if you don't know how to do them, you're gonna drop some money into them.
Did I ever tell you that actually I won a PlayStation 4 out of one of those capsule ones?
I think you did, but I don't know
Yeah.
how you did. Like I have gotten close and it just drops it. Those
It
things
was
are
so
weighted.
lucky. It was
Are they not
honestly
weighted?
like the luckiest I've ever been in my life. Yeah. I mean, I might have told the story either on my stream or on the podcast previously, but I was in Akihabara, and it was one of those like tiny UFO catchers where they don't sell the prizes aren't like the typical like what are they, like the typical prize figures by whatever company, right?
Like some anime or something.
Yeah, like a Rem figure or like a One Piece or a Dragon Ball prize figure or a plushie of some kind, right?
Right.
These are the type of crane games where the prize is like two tickets to Disneyland, a PS4, a Nintendo 3DS, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a prize.
It's not a vacation, but it's like $200 something plus dollars.
Like, you know, in North America, like Stackers, like that thing.
Stackers.
Have you ever played Stackers?
I've probably played like different versions because there are always those type of games where it's like, yeah, you win a console or you win something.
Yeah, basically
of bigger
that.
value.
Yeah. Or you win like an iPod, or you win like a whatever, like an iPad or something, right? So it's a prize that the arcade or the operator will purchase and then put in that machine, as opposed to Game Center, who's like, oh, give me like 500 Goku figures, you know what I mean, and we'll just like put them in. Anyway, so it was
Gokus.
Yeah, it was like one of those crane games. So it was like a 3DS, PS4, a Vita, Disneyland tickets or whatever, right? And I saw one guy like try to win this PS4. He got really close. He was picking up the capsule that was marked as PS4. And he got really close and he gave up and walked away. I was like, okay. And I was like, I might as well try. Why not? I might try to win something.
Yeah.
Put 100 yen, so a single coin in there. Went for the PS4 capsule because it was the closest to the hole. And I got it first try. I just picked up the capsule and I dropped in the hole.
Those capsules are so weird. I've picked them up so many times. I've carried them all the way over,
and
like,
they,
right,
fall,
and then
like,
just
really
falls.
close.
Like
I know.
It's so.
I know. Well, that's how they get you. That's how they're like, oh, one more try, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, sure, why not? 100 yen, and then I won a PS4. So then I brought the capsule into the counter, and I was like, hey, I want a PS4. And they're like, all right, hold on.
The guy was like, did you actually win it?
Yeah, and he came out, and then he's like, okay, and then he came out with the PS4, and then he's like, can I get a picture? And then because they have photographs, they put
you on a wall.
Of all the winners. So he's gonna get a picture. I'm like, okay, sure. So I held up a PS4, and he fucking took a Polaroid and put it on there. And then, actually owned a PS4 already. I already had a PS4. So I had a PS4.
So you just sold it, right?
Yeah, my girlfriend had a PS4. We had two PS4s at home. My PS4, my girlfriend's PS4. We don't need a third.
Need it. Yeah.
So I sold it. I like immediately flipped it. So I went to Book Off, which is like a used manga, like movie, DVD, game store here in Japan. And I just sold the PS4. I got like Nimon N out of it, $200.
She's not. Because you
a
can't,
lot.
Yeah, I mean, like you can't sell because I tried to do this too when that happened to me. It's like you can't you can't trade something in that's new for full value, even though it hasn't been
considered
touched.
new. It's considered used. Sorry, it's considered used.
Yeah.
Even though it was like literally
brand
they
new.
had to break the seal, it was still considered used.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got like Nimon, 20,000 yen of it, $200. And then as I was leaving Book Off, I found a 100 yen coin on the ground.
And did you go back?
No.
Did you do it again?
No. So basically, like
you made your money back.
Yeah, I got my money back. I put a 100 yen coin into the machine. I got a PS4. I sold the PS4, and then I found a 100 yen coin leaving. So I got like my coin back, basically.
You basically just experienced gambling.
I just got money.
Even
that day.
better.
I just
got
money.
You just got money. You walked to a store, put some money in, got something, sold it back, and then found your money again.
I don't think I've ever been that lucky ever since.
It only happens maybe once in your life. Only once. One time I had that experience. Like me and my friend, we won like 2 Game Boy Advances, a copy of Burnout Paradise, and I think another game from one of those type of machines. And then I've never had that much luck ever again. Like it was gone.
I feel like if I'm gonna have one day in my life to be extremely lucky, I wouldn't want it to be on a trivial thing like a PlayStation. I would prefer it to be like
the lottery,
I survive a car crash or something.
Oh, okay. I was at the lottery. Yeah. That's a good one too. But yeah, survive a car crash.
If I'm gonna be like extremely lucky for one day in my life, I would prefer it to be like I dodge a bullet, like a literal dodging a bullet.
Actually,
as opposed to like just getting a PS4. But sure, whatever. I guess I burned up my one day. So
you burned up one. Maybe if you're a cat, maybe you have more.
Cats have lives, not lucky days. But yeah.
Well, if that lucky day happens to be your life, like cost you your life, then yeah, maybe.
I'm not really sure what you're saying, but
yeah, me neither. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We've just got a little bit of news that we're gonna hit up because we're gonna keep it short. We're gonna go below.
Fall was under 10 concurrent players on Steam.
Yeah, oh yeah, I need to find that story too because
pretty rough.
goodness gracious, that was rough. I mean, someone just sent a lifeline out to Babylon's Fall. Like we
You
were
know what?
talking about what they need to do.
It's on sale actually right now.
Yeah, it is actually on sale, but you don't need to buy
right
it. You don't need.
I feel like here's the thing though. I would love to talk about what you think went wrong with Babylon's Fall, but that would involve probably having
everything.
probably having to like buy the game, and I really want to buy it.
I mean, you can play the demo.
I guess. Did you play the demo, right?
Yeah, I played the demo. Yeah.
So what is it? Why do you think what went wrong with Babylon's Fall?
Yeah, let me go find my VOD. I don't think that VOD's up actually. What went wrong, honestly, from a gameplay perspective, is that it does feel like Nier Automata. A clunky
In terms of combat, you mean?
in terms of combat, yeah.
Yeah.
You literally have the weapons on your back, and you have weapons in your hand, kind of thing.
It's like two
So
weapons,
you
and you
have
can
two
switch
weapons.
between sets.
You can switch between sets. This is actually the gimmick of the game. We were talking about one time that it involved quad wielding, which means that you have two weapons in your hands, like one in each arm, and then you have two weapons on your back. You can mix and match your weapons, so you can have potentially 4 hammers, or was it like 2 hammers on your back? You can have some weapons in your hands. You can have 2 ranged weapons on your back. You can mix it, have one ranged and one close melee weapon or heavy, something like that. You can mix it up. So the whole point is that while you're doing your basic attacks, your triangle and square, your light and medium physical attacks, right? You can use the trigger buttons, I think it's L1 and R1, to use the weapons on your back. So you're potentially at any given time wielding 4 weapons, right?
Okay.
Seems kind of cool. Then you need to mix in the dodge. So you have a dodge. You have a Bayonetta witch time system, which is
Sure.
pretty much the same thing. So combat-wise, I thought it had potential. It was fine. But there's something about that game where it just doesn't play well. It's very stiff. Like the dodge is like there's very little animations in the dodge, so it doesn't feel smooth.
It's not like the roll from Automata where you can. It feels like you're picking up momentum, but
there's no momentum. It's kind of like you just moved from point A to point B and dashed. It's a dash without the roll, but there's no momentum feel to it. There is the jumping felt really bad, and I actually pointed this out on stream. Like jumping feels bad, just actually feels bad, which is hard to imagine, but it's sluggish. That's why it feels bad. And you fall very fast, so your jumping is slow, but you fall fast, so you don't feel like you're in the air that much. And then honestly, the game just doesn't look nice to be in. Like it just doesn't look.
I did notice that as a major criticism. I mean, I'm on Steam right now, and a lot of the things are just like it doesn't look very good. It doesn't look good, but
It doesn't. Like there are some moments where you'll look at the background and it has that watercolor, that water painting feel to it, which is the filter that they went to, and they toned it down. It used to be very strong, but they toned it down. And sometimes you're like, hey, it doesn't actually look that bad. But for all the models, everything, it just looks like anything up close is just bad. It just doesn't look good. It looks very muddy, and I mean it's very much a PS3 game, like or worse. I have no. It's just bad.
Oh, I do see the watercolor. Yeah, I do see the what you're talking about here. Like it looks like a canvas painting actually.
Canvas paint, yeah.
It looks looks cool though. Like in a screenshot, that looks pretty cool.
In the screenshot, it can look kind of cool. And
it does. It looks like a canvas painting. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. But
it's just the moments where it does kind of look cool are very rare because the actual color scheme of the game is gold. I think it's bronze, gold, and like bronze, gold. That's all brown and like blue. There might be one other color palette that they use, but it's very like just yeah.
I'm very interested, sorry, to see if there is like a PC mod that removes the canvas effect, and if that makes the game look prettier to some people or something like that.
It would be. I mean, it'd be interesting if it did.
But then, like, that's. I mean.
So that's
I feel
from a
kinda
gameplay perspective.
Yeah, I mean that's just like a visual. I mean, and also I feel kind of bad for the the art team if that's the case, because obviously it was an intentional choice to make the game look like that, right?
And they scaled it back after the first. I think it was the alpha or no, the first trailer. The very first trailer is actually the full. Actually, the actual effect that they wanted. I mean, I can pull it up. Is what they actually wanted the game to look like. But it was so strong that people were like, "This just looks weak." Like, couldn't get into it, and they just backed off of it.
I would feel a little bad for the art team because they're like, oh, this is our vision for this game. We want it to look like this, and then everyone's just like, that's terrible, it looks bad. I'm like, oh, okay. It'd be kind of like, and especially if there was a mod, it was a PC mod to like remove that. It would kind of be like if there was it probably wouldn't really exist, but if there was, like imagine Borderlands with this iconic art style, right?
Right.
What if there was like a PC mod that's like, oh, it's just a normal looking like 3D shooter, and then like everyone's like, that looks so much better. Like, oh man, that's kind of like the identity of Borderlands. You know what I mean? Like that art style.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it. So I've got the trailer up right now.
Oh, I
running.
see. Yeah.
That's what it's actually supposed to look like, and it looks better with the full on effect.
Yeah, I feel like if they had committed to that,
and then they said, but you can see you can still see on the screen the actual textures that are being used aren't that detailed. So that stuff didn't change. They just changed the filter a little bit. Well, they scaled down on it, and it.
I feel like they should have just committed to this.
They listened to the feedback. It's crazy because this was a game that was essentially Square Enix wanted to promote as a hey, this is the Nier team. Well, not the Nier team, but this is the first collaboration between Square Enix and Platinum Games since Nier Automata.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That was the whole like crux of this thing, and you can see the combat. It's not bad in this trailer.
I mean, this trailer makes it look pretty decent, and
yeah,
I don't know. I think also, based on this trailer, I mean, you wouldn't know, but I think also what turned people off was the fact that they tried to turn it into a live service game,
which wasn't known at this point in time.
Yeah, from looking at this trailer, you're just like, oh, this looks like a pretty fun action RPG, and maybe this will be cool. It's Platinum's making it. Oh, I loved Metagar Rising or whatever. Or
exactly.
Yeah, I loved fucking what's Astral Chain or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were just like, when it turned out that it was supposed to be a live service game with a season pass and that kind of thing, that might have turned like a lot of people off because I don't want a live service game. I want a single player action RPG.
Well, I think there was a whole thing where people didn't really like. It wasn't until a certain point that people knew that was a live service game, and at that point, because it went dark for almost 2 years.
Yeah, they stopped talking about it. I mean, because Square had to promote so many other things.
I think FF7 remake and some other things that came out, but it was just one of those things where here's the new trailer, so you can see the filters not. The game only has 2 trailers if I think about it. It only has 2 trailers.
They had like a live stream, I think, or something.
Yeah, with the demo. Yeah, I mean, like it was essentially like maybe a month before it came out. It was like here's the an alpha test or beta test or whatever, or beta, and then hey, here you go. So yeah, you can.
Yeah, the character models just don't look that good, honestly.
So yeah, it's a live service game that just doesn't have anyone to play.
That is so weird. Yeah, like the models do look kind of terrible, don't they?
Literally 10 people. That's part of the other thing is like there is a story in the game. It's very generic, and I let's face it, Platinum's never made like we're not gonna have Platinum making stories be like
a
amazing.
really good story.
Yeah. So I mean the gameplay, I'm sure honestly and they've said they've got years 1 and 2 of this game already planned out.
Is it even gonna make it that far?
That's a very good question. Will it make
Which game is gonna die first? Marvel Avengers?
Avengers is fine. They're free to play. They're on Game Pass. They're freaking
it's not technically free to play, but yeah, sure.
It's. I mean, you can pick it up and play for free. I think, right?
Is it for? I'm gonna type it right now.
I believe it went free. Like free. Did it go free to play, or is it just?
I don't think free to play. Free to play. It's $52 Canadian on Steam right now.
Dang. Well. I mean,
if you want to get the end game edition upgrade, that's like bundled with the base game. That's 80 CAD, so it's like 60 USD or something.
I feel like Marvel won't. I don't think that game will die. They
You
still
don't think
have
it'll die?
they still have an existing fan base. They did a good job on the previous DLC with Black Panther, like an actual good job. They committed a lot to that, and that DLC was free. So I mean,
okay, I'm gonna sort by. Should I sort by recent or should I should sort by recent? Cause see if it got better, right? If the game got better. So recent reviews in my language, which is English. Right now it's overall mixed, and recent reviews is also mixed.
yeah, yeah.
So it's a bit of it's fine, but also not fine, I guess.
It's actually got a. So I've watched the entire story campaign. That's like it actually has a good story. Like I actually enjoyed the story for Marvel's Avengers, and it's also the fact that they have Marvel, right? If they play their cards right at any given time, they can have promotions where people are like, hey, maybe I do want to check out this game, even if I just buy it. Have a sale. I don't think Doctor Strange is in it. Put Doctor Strange in it for multiverse and stuff. I mean, they can continue the story because it's not like the story ended. That's what the DLC is actually kind of for. So. I feel like they still have opportunities, right? But what are you gonna do with Babylon's Fall? What on earth are you gonna do? What DLC are you gonna just tempt somebody with? Outside of, I think they did announce Nier Automata characters in Babylon's Fall.
I mean, it's already in. It's in already. It's
the Babylon, the Nier Automata characters.
yeah. It's not a DLC or anything. It's a crossover event.
Oh well, see, that they already shot their that was a card. That was it. That was the trump. That was a trump card right there. It's gone.
Wow, Avengers came out in the end of 2020. Still has mixed reviews.
But it's still getting mixed reviews. That's the important part. Still getting mixed reviews.
Yeah, Babylon's Fall right now is mostly negative.
So honestly, I think Avengers will be fine until they come to a point where they just don't want to make DLC anymore. I think
they have to because I presume Square paid a lot of money to make a Marvel game, right?
I guess for the license in general, because that's
the license. Yeah,
I don't think. Well, I mean, other companies have made Marvel games, I believe, but for the most part, did Square also publish the Team Ninja one, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3?
That wasn't Square, no. I think that was Activision.
Yeah, I was curious about that one. Oh, Nintendo. It's just Nintendo published. That's why it's on
Nintendo
Switch only.
published it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why it's just on Switch only. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that they at least have a place for Marvel fans, and so that gives them a head up. Gives them a little leg up in that place. But
yeah, the Nier event in Babylon's Fall will actually end on the 26th, so in a little over a week, under a week rather.
And they have to have another event coming up for Golden Week. Or some bonus. We know the game's on sale now, but there has to be something else.
The game is on sale until the 28th, which is just before Golden Week.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will have. I mean, who knows? I don't know what their plan is. They say they have content planned, but I mean, they probably have to commit to it for probably at least for a year, even if no one's playing. I don't know if Square will pull the plug on it really early.
I wonder whose plug it is to pull.
I don't think Platinum.
That's the good question. Whose plug is it to pull?
I think it's Square. I think Platinum is making the content, but Square could decide to just be like, we're done. We're not going to do anything anymore, and then Platinum would be out of work essentially.
It'll be interesting. I'm curious to see if that game can turn around because, FF14. That's proof anything can happen. No Man's Sky.
But that was also like a Square game internally for them. Well, it depends on whose fault, I guess it is. Is it something Square can fix with marketing and that kind of stuff? Like the game is actually fundamentally, it's a great game. It just needs the right exposure. If that's what it is, then sure, then Square can fix it. If the game is fundamentally flawed from a gameplay perspective, then that's more or less a Platinum problem. And I don't think, I mean, to some degree, like more marketing would help. Like people would buy more copies, but they won't stick around. And if the game is a live service game that depends on multiplayer, you won't have a healthy player base. If the game is fundamentally bad.
Saying,
So
man. I feel like if they can turn it around, there's at least precedent for those things happening. Um, just with at least No Man's Sky and FF14.
I mean, it's happened before. Yeah, I mean, studios have saved their
Now
games
the-
before. No,
Now
yeah,
your
No
point
Man's
is
Sky
like, will they like save another studio's game essentially, like that they're just maybe publishing or doing whatever work that Square itself is doing as publisher for this game, or are they willing to spend more money to essentially resuscitate it and resuscitate it correctly? You know, that's the
I mean, yeah, if Square wants to keep it going, I presume they probably do. But if it's a good fundamental, if it's a perfect game, let's say it's a 10 out of 10 game in terms of like gameplay wise, but just wasn't marketed well, then that's on Square to market it better.
they got to fix the jumping. That's all I'm saying. They gotta
But if
fix-
the game,
that's
the
bad
game
when you got to
itself
fix
isn't
jumping
good,
itself.
Yeah, if the game itself isn't good, then there's only so much Square can do, right?
Well, I mean that's one of the good things. We'll have to see within maybe a year. You know, because I assume it'll at least make it a year. What improvements Platinum makes
Yeah.
to the game? Because if they fix the jumping, maybe add some more animations for your dash. That dash looks it's just like a straight line, no momentum, no nothing. Because I found the quad system, whatever you want to call it, quad wielding system. I think that's what it's called. That was actually fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was actually fun. The actual battles, once you got kind of used to them, the movement, even though it was like kind of stiff, it felt fine. It felt like a Platinum game, and I could see like different kind of. I wouldn't say there were a lot of combo paths. I think more of the combination paths or combo paths open up with your combination of weapons, and there's probably more skills that I didn't even get a chance to look at or want to look at, because honestly the user interface is kind of clunky. It felt like I was in Monster Hunter World, but where everything wasn't tidy. So like the hub of World, you know how you can go to Station A and this is where you handle your plants, and you go to Station B and this is where you handle your weapons, you know? This game has that, but the way to get to them and it just wasn't clicking. None of it just felt good.
Yeah, I mean, is there a Platinum game that wasn't enjoyable to play?
Pretty sure
Like
there
all the
was.
Platinum games that I've
Pretty
played
sure.
have been
They're all-
pretty fun.
I mean, if you like
like,
Bayonetta,
Yeah, I
That
like
ga-
Bayonetta actually.
that
I like
game
Bayonetta.
actually, I've played it twice. I had to get a better understanding and still didn't like it as. I have mixed feelings on Bayonetta. I love the combat system. I could give two craps about the story. The fact that they tried to shove it down my throat at one point really annoyed me when I first played it. Did not annoy me as much the second time. Have you read all the actual diet, like all the entries? I have read them all.
I didn't read them though. I
I've
played
read
Bayonetta
them
1.
all.
I liked
Good God.
Bayonetta. It was fine. I mean, I thought the story was okay. The time travel thing was interesting, I guess. But
Beautiful
Yeah,
Joe.
Bayonetta was
Well,
fun.
that's technically when they were a different studio. So
I liked oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I liked Astral Chain. Actually pretty fun. And Metal Gear Rising was really fun. And I guess sure Nier was good, but Nier was good for other reasons.
for other reasons.
Yeah. But
They don't have there's not a lot of actual just platinum games, and they essentially like if you've played one platinum game, you kind of played most of them.
yeah, I mean Platinum is known for their combat, really, not their storytelling, right? And like if you look at Nier, the story wasn't done by Platinum. The story was Square,
It's
so
Square, yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, there's Babylon's Fall, Soul Cresta that just came out a couple weeks ago, which was kind of okay reviews. That's a shoot 'em up. Bayonetta 3, which will be coming out. Of course, Bayonetta 1 and 2. There are others that are actually just smartphone games that I don't think have come out in the West.
like
World of
smartphone
Demons.
games?
Yeah, World of Demons is a smartphone game.
I'm gonna check that.
Yeah, Wonderful 101, huge critical
I actually never
reviews.
played that one. Actually, that's the one that I never played.
That's a weird one. It's a weird one. It's strange because yes, it does have that platinum combat in it, but it's like Pikmin.
Yeah, it looks kind of weird.
And
Yeah.
when I was streaming the game, people were like, "What the heck are you playing? And how is it working?" And it takes a while to get used to it, and they don't do a good job of explaining some of the systems. But once you figure it out, like it plays like a really good action game, just in a
Oh.
very weird form. Yeah, Astral Chain was met with good reviews. That was a good one.
Vanquish was Platinum.
Oh yeah, Vanquish is platinum. I'll be playing that on Golden Week, so stop on by, everyone.
You're playing
see.
the PC version?
Yeah. May
Yeah.
it run okay. Transformers Devastation. That boy, I forgot when they were
I
contracted.
heard that was good
It's
actually
good.
for some
Yeah,
reason.
it's actually good. It's legit. You can't get it on any digital platforms anymore unless you already have it in your library. It's one
because
of
it got
those-
delisted, right?
It got
Yeah.
delisted. Yeah. The Legend of Korra, which was bad.
I heard that was combat was story was bad or like
I think that it was like very mediocre. It played more like a Bandai Namco, like a CyberConnect 2 type deal.
okay.
So it was just like, what the heck? Anarchy Reigns might be the bad one, and Mad World. I forgot about Mad World.
That one was their very first game, yeah, on the Wii.
That was Wii, and then Anarchy Reigns, I think, was Xbox 360. remember
And
correctly.
PS3, yeah, and
And
PS3.
PS3, yeah, which was something. And I can't remember Infinite Space. I didn't even know it.
Actually, yeah.
I feel like I heard about
Oh,
this.
it's a DS game.
Boy, they got contracted to do some stuff.
Who co-developed by Nude Maker and Platinum Games for the DS. Hold on, who is Nude Maker? Mostly ex-Human Entertainment members.
Bro, I'm looking at this on the screen.
Who directed the first two Clock Tower series of horror games. Interesting.
When I'm looking at this game system, you choose from over 100 different ships and customize them further to explore the cosmos in a ship truly of your own design. Build your ship. This is a ship sim.
This doesn't look very fun.
This is a ship sim, bro. This
doesn't
should
look
be
very
in
fun.
3D, not on a DS. Period. And it is in 3D, I guess, to a point. But enlist your crew, sail into battle. Yeah, there was a point where Platinum was actually not able to do their own stuff.
Yeah, because I think like a money reason probably.
Yeah, and so that's when they had Star Fox Zero. They had all these kind of like
I
random
think,
contracts.
rumors was like that's why there was a Transformers game and a Legend of Korra game because they're
Teenage
kind of like
Mutant Ninja
Teenage
Turtles,
Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah,
Star
because they're like
Fox, whatever,
like,
Infinite
we
Space.
kind of need money right now, but
Because I think they put a lot on Mad World. Mad World had a lot of because that was a Wii. I don't know if it was a Wii launch, but it was
that was a Wii
Kinda-
exclusive.
it was a Wii exclusive. I want to say launch window kind of thing.
2009, so no.
Okay. It was just
Yeah.
It was just Mad World, black, white, and red. That's all I remember. And an
Yep.
angry guy. Maybe him and Jack would have known each other.
I think his name is Jack. Yeah, the main character's name is Jack.
Well, now we know that Jack is not a happy. Don't name your kid Jack unless you want them to jack things up.
What?
unless you want the rage-induced kid, don't name him Jack. Watch out.
No, there's a good Jack. Like Raiden's real name is Jack. Shit, never mind.
No, yeah. Where'd that come from?
Wait, there's gotta be like a nice Jack. Oh, Titanic. There we go.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Wasn't he like a douche at one point? I can't.
No, dude, you're thinking of the guy Rose was supposed to get married to, and then Jack
I secretly had I had a crush on. Was it? Is that
On Rose?
that's
On Jack?
Nicole Kidman, right? Wait, no.
that's
Crap.
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. Yeah. Had a crush on Kate
Wrong
Winslet.
female actress, but you should just watch Titanic. Actually.
I'm gonna watch Titanic
Anyways,
again.
Jack from Titanic. He's a nice Jack. There we go.
What about Jack and Jill Jack? Was that Jack a good Jack?
No, bad Jack.
Wow.
Yeah.
More cases of Jack being not a good guy than a good guy.
Yeah,
We've
well,
only
then
got-
I feel
we've only
pretty
got one
redeemed
from
thinking
Titanic
of
now.
Leonardo DiCaprio's character from Titanic. I'm gonna just go watch Titanic actually.
Well,
I watched Titanic by the way in Japanese like last year. It was weird.
Why? Was this?
I was in a hotel and it was on TV, so I was like, I'm just gonna watch Titanic.
I guess so. Well, that's now I'm just looking up names of Jack. Oh, there's Jack Nicholas.
Sure. All right.
Well, we don't know if he's a good person or not, but hey,
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, Jack Kirby.
We want like Jack. We want fictional.
Oh,
characters.
fictional. We want the fictional
Jack.
people named Jack. This has become
Yeah.
a completely different podcast. Fictional Jacks. Oh, there's Jack Sparrow.
Oh.
No, it still can't go.
Big Boss's real name is Jack actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Skellington.
There you go.
I don't know if Jack Frost is good or bad.
Jack Frost from.
Just any version of Jack Frost. I feel like it's
Well,
kind of
he's
mixed,
just like a
right?
demon, so he can be good.
He's Jack Bauer
I mean, he's all right.
saving the world. Jack Ryan saving things. Why are there so many Jacks?
I don't know. Oh, also, sorry, Big Boss is John, but he calls himself Jack to Ocelot. Anyways, so now you should replay Metal Gear Solid 3.
Such a good game. This is a good
It was
game.
a good game.
That's a good game. Anyways, we should wrap it up. I'm literally looking at just names of Jack on a screen right now. Like, I'm on like name number 40 for fictional characters named Jack.
Yeah. Well, Jack from Titanic's on there, isn't he? He's probably way up there.
I have to put like let me see if they got at least a Titanic in here. Everyone just heard that. Jack Dawson, that's his name.
Yeah.
Sorry, people, if you had to hear my computer go bling, bling. You misspelled a word. Yes, but he's number 4 actually.
There you go. See?
Yeah, Jack Sparrow number 1, Jack Skellington number 2, Jack Parr from The Incredibles, little baby, is number 3, and then Jack Dawson number 4,
Sweet.
Jack Frost number 5. There we go.
Who made that list? Like, why is Jack Frost even on there? That's so bizarre.
I really don't know. Jack Frost is
That's
on here like
really
3
weird.
different times actually.
He's
2 or
not
3
even like
times.
he's not even like a character you can really talk to. He says he ho, and he's a demon that you can summon or a persona you can equip. Anyways.
From the fiction. This one is from the 1998 film Jack Frost.
Oh, I'm thinking. Oh,
Yeah, you're thinking of the
sorry.
dude. I'm thinking about like Jack Frost.
I'm thinking.
the
sorry.
Christmas Jack Frost.
My brain is
Just went to
so
Persona
into
mode.
JRPGs. Yeah, my brain is so set on JRPGs that I forgot. I legitimately forgot that
There's
Jack
another
Frost.
Jack Frost.
That Jack Frost is like an actual thing, and not a Persona demon. I completely forgot that Jack Frost was not a Persona character. Like I was so set on. My brain was so set on Shin Megami Tensei. I forgot that Jack Frost was an actual thing.
Well, to everybody.
So that's a bad Jack
listening,
Frost, right?
I think he's honestly I think he is like a trickster. He's like a prankster or something like that, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
But yeah, depending on what Jack Frost you get, he's like either really evil or just like some playful kid kind of thing.
Sure. Like the Persona one.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it for us this week. If you want to celebrate some news, Scarlet Nexus has apparently done really well. Player count
I
top
have
2
Scarlet
million.
Nexus. I just haven't played it yet.
Digital sales top 1 million.
I literally have it installed on Steam. I just haven't even played it yet.
Nomura says that Sora's hair looks more realistic because he's in a more realistic world. But if he were to go back to
His hair would grow out
the
again, and
other
you have
world,
the
yes, he
stupid
would.
shoes on again.
He would change back into his other form. He would have the shaders.
And
but
the
this
shoes.
this is how this world perceives him and how he perceives himself in this world, and that's the crux of this game. And the Missing Link game apparently is a walking simulator, as in like
Sweet.
a Pokemon Go type deal. You can make your own character, but to get to place 1 and 2, wherever, to get to locations, you will have to walk. And if you don't want to walk, you can pay money or coins.
Okay.
That's what he said. And then finally, Kojima just posting a random screenshot. I still don't get this story. I don't get it, but
Maybe he's just a big fan. I don't know.
he just wants to be part of the Sony family, but doesn't understand that you should not do this. Don't post a picture of like the PlayStation Studio banner with your game in it.
It's pretty weird, yeah.
It's really weird because like an hour later, he's like, "I'm sorry, actually, our studio will remain independent, and I'm sorry for causing this confusion." I'm like, bruh, what confusion can you how did you not know this? You can't just tell me you make metal. Is there a secret in here that we don't know about?
Hideo Kojima likes to
this
do these kind of things.
this one's like, all right, buddy. So
I wonder if what happened. Something weird must have happened.
it's
I don't
really
know.
it's really weird, right? It's like he thought Sony was gonna make an announcement, so he put it up at the same time he thought it was gonna go up, but it really wasn't.
Mhm.
he was just left hanging. So I think that was pretty much all the stuff that happened last week in the news. There's always more, but just wanted to give y'all a rundown and shout outs to Sonic because Sonic 2 is one of the biggest video game movies ever. I need to see it actually.
Have you seen Sonic 1?
Yeah, I like Sonic 1.
Yeah, you liked it, right? Between Detective Pikachu and Sonic,
Sonic.
what did you like Sonic more?
I like Sonic more.
Why? Characters?
It was fun. Yeah, the characters in it was fun. For some reason, like it went by faster than Detective Pikachu because Detective Pikachu tried to
That's not a Sonic the Hedgehog pun or anything.
No, it wasn't. But now I realize it went by faster. There were some kind of dumb scenes in Sonic. Jim Carrey was good in it.
Ben Schwartz was pretty good Sonic voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they just nailed kind of Sonic a little bit, and it wasn't like so. Pokemon tried to get a little serious, like between Homeboy and his dad, and that kind of relationship, and then Ryan Reynolds, doing his thing, like, man, you can do it, whatever, that whole thing. Part of it kind of lulled for me, and it's supposed to, at a certain point in the movie, it kind of like, that kind of thing, he gets sad or whatever. It happens in Sonic too, but it's so short in Sonic that I just didn't even care.
Yeah. Does it bother you that the movie in Japan is called Sonic the Movie and not Sonic the Hedgehog?
What?
Yeah. The Japanese title is Sonic the Movie. I don't know. I guess they thought Sonic the Hedgehog was
too confusing for their fans.
No, because the video game is still called Sonic the Hedgehog, so I don't know why they're just like, we can't use that same name. I don't understand. This is a topic for another day, but Japanese movie titles for English movies are just fucking weird, honestly.
They are.
Do you know what Fast and Furious is called in Japanese?
It's still called Wild Speed, isn't it?
It's Wild Speed.
Wild Speed.
Okay, I hate it so much.
I can't even tell like sometimes which order it is because like they have all the titles, but
yeah, and they messed up the numbering, I think, because like
which one is Euro Trip?
I don't know, because the problem the numbering got all messed up because Tokyo Drift is
the third movie, right? If I remember.
Yeah,
it's
but
1,
then
2, and then Tokyo
they
Drift
called it. I think they called it the third movie in Japan, and then like all the numbering's like Fast 7 or whatever, like 6, 7, 8, like all the that got messed up, and then like Euro Mission, whatever, right? Euro Mission.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. I keep seeing it, but I'm like, where does that actually come in place at?
Like, because they keep changing the name. Yeah,
I've seen them all. I just don't know what that one is.
Do you know? So in 2019, when Hobbs and Shaw came out, right?
Yeah.
It was technically a spin-off, so I think the official title in English is called like Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw or whatever, right?
Right.
Do you know what the movie was called in Japan?
I do not know.
Wild Speed Super Combo.
They are a super combo. I mean,
yeah, but why did they call the movie Super Combo?
Because they're a super.
It's because they're a super combo. Anyways, that's
super combo.
I could complain.
Did you
about
watch
this.
it though? Did you
no,
watch
I
it?
didn't. I know it's good. I know it's good.
That movie was good, bro.
Yeah,
that movie was
I just haven't seen it. But
our boy Knuckles in it too. Idris Elba.
Yeah,
as a super soldier.
What was? Oh my god! What was Wreck-It Ralph in Japanese
Sugar
was
Rush.
called Sugar Rush. Yeah, it was called
Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
Which was cute because it also tied into the theme of the movie. Well, not just the theme of the movie, like the game.
The name was called Sugar Rush, right?
What was it called? The perfume song. The perfume song.
No, it was AKB.
I thought it was Perfume.
It was AKB. AKB did the theme song.
Man, that was back when I think
when
Sashi
AKB was still popular.
AKB.
Yeah.
They're still popular.
You think they're still popular?
They still got fans.
They have some fans, yeah.
Yeah, them girls always got fans. Man.
I'm gonna, I should make this year. I should make this year the year that I get back into AKB.
Get into shape and get back into AKB.
I should get back into AKB. I should start following. I should find myself a new Oshi. Yeah.
I'm sure you can, but this time they'll be so young. You'll be like, what the heck? Like, can I get oh my goodness.
At that point, it's creepy.
I literally went to the website. Is she still in this thing?
All my favorites have graduated.
Yo, you can. Bro, this looked like a different crew.
It's an entirely new. I need to look at the members.
Yo, I'm looking at this picture right here. This is like the same crew, but like
they aged up. They aged up because it's been like years, right?
These are everyone is gone. There's one person in this picture, which I can't get any bigger, that I'm pretty sure she's still there.
Well, go look at the profiles. Oh, so Muto Tomo is still in. Man, everyone that like when they were Kenkyusei, they got like
all the Kenkyuseis are now actual.
They're actual members. Yeah, so I know Muto Tomo. She's in here still. I guess she was. Kashiwagi Yugi hasn't graduated.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think she's still there.
No way.
But I feel like she did graduate.
She's like in her 30s now.
You can be as old as you want.
Kashiwagi Yugi still hasn't graduated?
Push it. I feel like she has, and this is just an older thing.
No,
maybe this is like
she's
the last
in team.
thing
She's still team B. Is she captain still?
She better be a captain. Why
There's
does
no way she's still captain.
AKB look?
There's no way she's still captain.
Dude, AKB is like completely different. The girls got like purple hair and stuff.
Okay, I know Okada Nana's still in there. She was she had just joined Team 4.
Yo, for everyone listening to the podcast, I promised I was going to end it. Now we're looking.
Yeah.
Someone's like, what the heck? Well, yeah, it's crazy because they actually they were always kind of the wild crew, but they have like purple and pink hair.
So when I like stopped following AKB, that's kind of when they added Team 4. So it was Team AKB, and then they added Team 4, right?
And eventually 8 and.
Is there a Team 8?
Probably is, right? There has to be.
I don't see a Team 8, but yeah. So Team 4 had a lot of like really. Oh, there's a Team 8. You're right. Okay, but so Team 4, when I stopped following them, had like a lot of super young idols, like really like.
They were probably like 12, 13 or something.
They were really, really young.
Some age like that, yeah.
Yeah, and then now that I'm on the website looking at their profiles, the members who were in Team 4 are still in AKB, but now they're not. They're like in their early 20s now, and I'm like, oh my god, passage of time is insane. It's terrifying.
It's crazy, yeah. Nogizaka is like 10 years. Nogizaka is like 10 years. Well, I think they're 11 now.
Yeah, Nogizaka's over 10 years now. Yeah,
it's like 11 or almost 12 years, basically. But like all the members I like remember, like that I kind of like, I followed them for like 10 years actually. And now they're almost everyone that I kind of like was
like graduated.
Like the OGs, like all the OG first members are like, they're almost finally gone.
Is there Gekijo? Is there theater still in Don Quixote?
You can still go up to the arcade if you.
Is in Don Quixote? Oh my god!
You can still go to Don Quixote, go to the arcade, and get yourself some of that. What the heck? There's always like some crepe or whatever that thing is on the first floor too. Gosh. This is so weird.
I should get back. I'm gonna make this year the year I get back in AKB.
Just go find whichever one you
I'm gonna
like.
find a new Ochi.
I actually liked Nogizaka's music. I actually liked Nogizaka's
some of their songs are actually pretty good. Admittedly, yeah.
But you know, you get that Bish in, man. You can't ever go wrong with Bish.
Disbanded.
Gosh, Bish.
Yeah.
It's fine. And just INZ at the end. Ina, you know. Her.
Nobody. I mean, I think she'll probably do a solo career. She's pretty successful.
She does like solo stuff.
Yeah, I think Bish disbanded, but she'll probably do a solo. Anyways, no one knows what we're talking about anymore. So
we've divulged, we've diverted to talking about things that people will go, "Are y'all sus? What are y'all talking about here?"
Yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll do it for this week. Make sure to follow me specifically on Twitch, and that's it.
Yeah, and you can follow me on Twitch as well at Ninja Tricks. I'm going to be playing, like I said, Elden Ring. We're going to be finishing that up. I strongly believe it's just defeated Millennia, the Rock Queen, whatever you want to call it, homegirl. She's gone, and now I think there's only one last like actual boss, final boss. If there's two, I pray there's not, but maybe it's a 2-in-1 type deal. But I'll be doing that, and then finally for Golden Week, we've got like 6 games planned. So,
oh shit,
Vanquish being one of them.
Nice.
Game is short, so hey.
Yeah.
There we go. Until then, you can catch us next week for episode number 129 of the podcast, where we'll be talking about what it takes to save a life.
The Fray.
Is that how to save a life?
How to save a life.
Anyways, you'll learn something new. That's it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye.